Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing. Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and inches. Mims sent in motion here. Throwing is Nix. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down.
Receiver in motion, headed left.
32-yard line.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle, in there for the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
3rd and goal. To throw is Nix. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Nix. And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Marvin Mims, touchdown Denver. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Open is the tight end, Oliver. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga.
Mike, it's very simple in the NFL. You're just not going to win a lot of games when you're losing the turnover battle to this degree. And it's their struggles protecting the football. They've continued to hurt them here today, and that's why they find themselves trailing at this point in the game.
The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. A first down throw for Nix. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half.
Will Butts to kick off for the
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return is Rodgers. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin then. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
A loss of 8 brings up second down at the 37-yard line.
On second down, it's Nix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Nix from the gun on third down, and that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
This returnable for Naylor. Very nice return. He takes it up past the 35-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is McCarthy. Quick throw taken in, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on that while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Back to throw is Nix. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
What can they do here on third down and 7? So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Third and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And that'll set up fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Broncos bringing out their punter as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Headed left, buying time. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the first down. Good, smart play with the slide by JJ.
And the Vikings first down.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. A dive and a catch. Incredible. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down, Vikings.
To throw, it's McCarthy. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll be 3rd down.
Yards to go.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. And on 3rd down, that ball's incomplete.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Vikings have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. And he will score. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, Greg, the lights still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones that time. It's 2nd down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. That screen goes to 12. And that's a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. He's got his tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 33 yards.
The nice thing about these crossing routes, Mike, is it doesn't stress your protection. It's a very easy, high-percentage completion for the quarterback, and when done right, you can get the ball into the hands of your receiver in open space with a lot of room to run after the catch. Now listen, give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. To the air once more is McCarthy. Left side here, caught by Addison. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the 1st down.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. That is caught by the tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, Minnesota. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group. So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but their execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Will Weichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Weichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Got a man, that's Sherfield. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, you have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Now Nix going to look to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Andrew Van Ginkel in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. 2nd down. Nix. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
That's good.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. An even 40 yards.
18-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Nix. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Good coverage there in the end zone, and is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. He gets free inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Vikings. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a he said my life's a bore. She'll quit my wife because it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. grass.